Hi friends, welcome back to At Laura's Table. You know, we've been talking about smoked salt, and I thought, why don't I show my friends how I smoke salt at home? It's super simple, and it's something you can do on a Saturday afternoon. The first thing I want you to know is any closed vessel you have at home will work, whether it's a charcoal grill, a gas grill, an egg, or even a large clay pot with a clay saucer will work. What you need to account for is, will it hold an 8x8 cake pan? You want something you can throw away. And it also needs to house one of these smoker tubes that I'll link on my blog that holds these wood pellets that go in a pellet grill. And I can link these in my blog as well. These are apple wood, and I'll show you how we use these in just a minute. Let's get started. So I want you to see the elements of what we need to smoke our salt. The fun part, which we don't get to till the end, is a propane torch. I'd say one of those little kitchen torches would work too, but this is a whole lot more fun, and my daddy got this for me, and it makes you feel kind of powerful, I have to tell you. But we'll get to that in a minute. I have natural sea salt. I actually found this at World Market of all places. I just happened to be in there and I saw it and I was like, oh, that's beautiful, and it was fancy. Oop, now I'm spilling it. See, I told you we're really cooking here. But it's nice and coarse, and it's not expensive. I'll find a nice one on Amazon that I can link for you. But, you know, I like to tell you guys the truth about where I find things. And this fun, fancy sea salt came from World Market. We want to fill our 8x8 cake pan. Let me get this in here. And no, I don't measure this. I guess if you wanted to measure it, you want it an inch to an inch and a half deep in your pan. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put this into smoke, and we're going to smoke it, we're going to stir it rather, every 30 minutes to an hour. So, see how? That's pretty simple. This is about as simple as cooking is going to get for us on our show, unless we call for takeout, and we're not going to do that unless we're not feeling good. So that's the first step. We fill up our 8x8 cake pan with our sea salt. Now, so I show you this smoker tube, and yes, I know it looks bad, but that means it's been well loved, because that is the smoke that has built up on my tube. We need to fill the tube with these pellets. Of course, these are apple wood. My dad gave me these because he has one of those pellet smokers, like a Traeger, or I can't remember the other names they go by, but there's a lot of different ones. And I have to put these in by hand. I don't have a funnel that has a big enough hole to get these through. So you fill this up to the top. And they're in all different sizes. It looks kind of like guinea pig food, but they're hard. Okay, so I have that filled up. Let me clean up my mess here. Now, I'm going to move this over to the grill, and I'll show you how we light it. So now we need to light this and get these pellets smoking. So let's light our torch. Turn the gas on. Light the flame. And we want to get a large flame going here in these top pellets. Once we get this lit with a good flame, we want to let it burn for 5 to 10 minutes. Oop, it's getting windy. And once we've established a good smolder here, if there's any flame left, we can blow that out, and this will smoke for about 4 hours. which is a great time for our salt. See, that looks good, even with our wind. No, don't blow it out. Let's give it a little more. Get down in there good. All right. We'll check back in on it in 5 minutes and see how we're doing. See the difference in my smoke tube and how the big flame has gone down to just smoke? So I really don't have to do anything here except lay it down and get our salt ready. So let's get our salt going. This is not hot right now down here, but I recommend you always move this with tongs, because you'll get used to using tongs to move this, because when this smoke gets down here, it's going to be hot because this is still a flame. Set your your salt next to the smoke tube. And what I have found to be a key in this process is to tint your salt. I have folded 2 long pieces of foil together to make a wide piece. And it's cool here today. You probably can't even hear me for all the racket I'm making. Yeah, I'll bang on the foil and see if you can hear me. It's cool here today, so we're cold smoking. There's no heat in here except that little bit of a flame. But you tint this over this, and in 30 minutes, we'll come back, lift this up and stir. See how much smoke's already getting trapped in there? And then we just close this up, come back and check it in 30 minutes, stir the salt, and do it again. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. Let's see how our salt is looking. Well, it's just barely starting to smoke. You see that little bit of yellow right there? But when you stir it, you can see the difference in the color. So we'll stir this. I think this time we're gonna let it go for an hour. I'm sure we can find some stuff to do for an hour. It's been an hour. Let's see how we did. Okay. Can you see how yellow that's turning and how white it is underneath? It's what we're looking for. So stir it again and let it continue to smoke. Let's check our salt. We're still getting good smoke from our smoke tube. Let's see how it looks. All right, see that? See all that color we're getting right there? I'm about to choke myself with this smoke. At least you know we're really cooking here. Can you see that? We're getting pretty even salt and smoke distribution on our salt here. There are a few dark places, but that's what makes it yummy goodness, as we like to say here at Atwater's Table. I need to get a little bit of salt that's not been smoked and show you a comparison. And just so you know, we still have this much left in our pellets left to smoke. I'm going to run out of daylight here, but I'm going to continue to smoke this, and I might have to show you the rest of this in the morning. We'll just see how all that works out. But you see how simple this process is, and I'll show you the finished product. It's still smoking. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, look. That looks nice. It's nice and evenly smoked. So this is what your smoked salt looks like after 4 hours of smoke. This is what your natural sea salt looked like before. You can do this in any enclosed container outside, like your charcoal grill, your gas grill, or even a large clay pot that will accommodate your 8x8 cake pan and your smoke tube. I will have all these products linked on my blog, and I hope that you enjoy this process. The smoked salt adds a natural smoke flavor. There's no artificial ingredients. That's why I love it when I'm using some kind of smoke flavor in my cooking. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it on my YouTube channel, share it with your friends, and I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks.